And I'm going to ask you too, every day you have something to do that requires you to be away from your kids? How many kids are we talking?
Two.
You left 2 kids with him? What do you have to do, ma'am, that's so important every day that you cannot have your own kids?
I gotta make money, so.
Doing what? What do you do for a living?
Whatever I need to do.
So she left her kids because she needs to make money. Seriously, what's going on with some parents these days? Imagine being so caught up in yourself that money becomes more important than your own children. It's hard to wrap your head around, right?
Living some type of life that I have no idea what it is. She drops her kids off every day and does what she wants to and doesn't leave any money for food or for any kind of things that the kids need. So I need some help financially because she doesn't give me anything. I mean, just me giving my money out of my pocket that I retired with. So I need some help, seriously.
Okay, and where did you retire from?
From the school district.
Okay, how long were you there?
20 years.
Okay, great. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And thank you for taking in your daughter's kids because they could be a number of places, but thankfully they're with a grandparent. Ma'am, what do you have to say for yourself? First off, let me ask this question. Is what he just said true?
I mean,
It's a yes or a no. Is what he just said true?
Yes, it's true.
What's wrong with you?
There's nothing wrong with me. It's just stuff I be needing to do, and I need somebody to watch the kids, so I take them over there.
Every day?
Yes, every day. I don't see the issue.
Excuse me. You all will not address each other. You will address me, okay? And I definitely understand Dad's frustration. And I'm going to ask you too, every day you have something to do that requires you to be away from your kids? How many kids are we talking?
2.
You left 2 kids with him? What do you have to do, ma'am, that's so important every day that you cannot have your own kids?
I gotta make money, so.
Doing what? What do you do for a living?
Whatever I need to do, honestly.
Ma'am, what does that even mean?
I do, little dabble here, little dabble there, just different stuff.
You know what? You obviously came here to waste my time, and I am not about to play with you.
This is clearly child neglect.
Claiming that you can't take care of your children while keeping what you do for a living a secret says so much about how shameless this woman really is. It's as if she's not even trying to justify her actions. And just wait until you hear.
What she's been up to while the father takes care of the kids, it's unbelievable.
What was the last legitimate job that you had?
I was a waitress.
Okay, where?
At a club.
Is that what you call it, waitressing?
Yes, it was waitressing. What else was I doing?
You don't want me to tell you.
I want you to tell me.
She was strolling the streets like a prostitute. I mean, it's like, because you never see her until she dropped the kids off and then I don't see her for 2 or 3 days.
That's what he heard. He don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
Who told him that? The streets?
I guess so. The streets had to tell him.
I hear the streets tell the truth, right?
Sometimes.
They talk, right?
The streets talk, but sometimes the streets be lying, and that's what they doing at this moment.
I don't think they're lying on you now, ma'am. Every day your kids are with your dad? No, ma'am.
She belongs to the streets.
Okay, so instead of taking care of her kids, she's out roaming the streets doing who knows what. It's like she's completely checked out of her responsibilities, expecting her dad to step in while she lives her life. But trust me, that's not even the worst of it. She just keeps digging herself deeper. Let me know what you think in...
When you were working at that club, how much money were you bringing home monthly?
Between $7,000 to $8,000 a month.
All right, and that's all tips?
Yes.
What I am going to do is base your child support on that $7,000 a month. So that would bring your yearly salary to $84,000 a year. Yeah, you can shake your head all you want to, but that's exactly what I'm going to do, ma'am. This is extremely disappointing that you leave your kids every day with your dad and you're not giving him any type of financial support. What are these kids on, they receive any type of government assistance or anything?
She gets food stamps every month.
Oh,
and I
no,
don't
ma'am.
see any.
You get food stamps? Where are the food stamps going?
At my house.
Who lives in your house besides you that need the food? Because your kid's over here with your dad. You don't give him any money from those food stamps?
No.
You know what?
She gets food stamps every month, yet she still dumps all the responsibility of raising her kids on her father. It's like she refuses to grow up and expects everyone else to handle her obligations. But just wait for the instant karma when she finds out how much child support she's going to have to pay her dad.
So this is what we're gonna do. Salary, $84,000 a year. That brings your gross to $7,000. Your net to $5,508.87, which will make your child support obligation $1,377. Now you said that you were receiving, don't look confused. I don't even want to hear it.
I can't pay that every month.
You were not making those faces when you were out in those streets.
But
so
I
don't come in here trying to make, excuse me, don't come in here trying to make those faces. I am not trying to hear it. I've heard enough.
Your Honor.
And you are in the wrong. Yes, sir.
She has a man living with her too, so just in case you didn't know.
You
that.
don't need to tell her who in my house though, Daddy.
You
like
know
for
what?
real.
Okay.
I'm just telling the truth. I mean, it is what it is.
It sounds like
And
Daddy
you're
telling
just
the truth.
tattletelling.
Well, it sounds like he needs to tattletale on you. Somebody need to. You are ridiculous right now. Sir,
Yes.
she receives food stamps. So I'm assuming there's some Medicaid or something these kids are getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So what I'm going to do is do 9% of that $7,000 for your reimbursement to Medicaid. That comes out to $496. So $1,377 plus the $496 reimbursement to Medicaid, that make your total monthly child support obligation $1,873.
I don't even know men that pay that much money every month. So why I gotta pay that every month? No, I guess I need to go make some money in these streets for that.
Okay, well, you know what?
$2,000
That is your business. As long as these streets pay Pawpaw $1,873 a month in child.
Guess now she'll have to raise her prices for her so-called street services. Talk about a reality check. But believe me, this is just the tip of the iceberg. The next case takes things to a whole new level, and it still involves the same father. This time, though, it's his younger daughter causing the drama, and her reasons for neglecting her. Kids are far more sinister.
This is my youngest daughter, Kayla, and we have her kid now, so we're trying to somehow get some more income because she's not giving us really nothing. And we just...
You all are just that great of grandparents. Your children want to leave their children with
yes,
you.
ma'am.
Well, they did such a good job raising me. They might as well.
Excuse me, Miss Paul. Give me an opportunity to speak with your parents, and I promise you I will come over here to you, okay?
Got it.
Okay.
I think my mama always been jealous of me, honestly. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day.
Sounds like y'all need therapy court instead of support court.
Jealous of her?
That's what she said.
Is that why you went missing for a year and a half?
Missing?
I was taking care of business.
At 16?
Yes.
What kind of business at 16?
You know what? Let's
Anyway.
finish this business.
Thank you, Judge.
With the
They all
child.
up in my business.
Well, you started it, but I'm going to continue it from here, okay? All right.
I believe
Mr.
she
and
don't
Mrs.
have
Paul.
any business since we have her child
Okay.
living with us.
How old is this child?
What is he, 6 months now?
6 months, yeah.
Oh, it's a newborn.
Yeah,
Yes.
You left your newborn baby with your parents?
every day.
Well, I mean, people make mistakes. And
So
I'm trying to...
he's a mistake?
Wow.
You knew what you
pretty
were doing.
much. If I could take it back, I would.
Did you just hear what she said? She actually admitted that she regrets having children. Can you imagine how her kids will feel when they're old enough to see this and realize their own mother treated them like a mistake? This woman clearly has some serious issues, and with every word that comes out of her mouth, she's just digging herself into an even deeper hole. Trust me, this is only going to get worse.
Take what back?
Really?
Everything that's happened over the last year and a half.
So you were pregnant within the last year and a half. Are you speaking about taking that back?
Yes, it was a mistake. People make mistakes all the time.
Our grandchild is not a mistake, okay?
I'm
You're
going
right.
to
I love
I'm
him.
going to act like you did not
love
just say
him?
that.
Yes.
I'm going to act
Show
like
it.
you did not just say that.
Wow.
And we're going to move forward with what's going on today.
Okay.
The reality is that you have a 6-month-old baby boy who you passed off to your parents. Okay? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. They're here today because they want you to pay child support for your son.
Okay. In my defense, they like set up the baby shower and all of that. I never
What does
signed up
that
for any of
mean?
that. And
What?
at the baby shower, they let me know that if it was anything that I need, they would be there.
Right.
And I need them right now.
Wait a
and
minute.
So they should be here.
Hold on.
Excuse
Let's
us?
rewind. Mrs. Paul, give me 1 minute, okay? Give me 1 minute. Let's rewind something. They threw you a baby shower and told you whatever you needed, they would be there to help, right? Not to, is that a yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
They said they would be there to help, not necessarily take parentage away from you for your child. You understand that, right?
I understand.
They're grandparents. They're not parents.
Exactly.
Yes.
So don't you believe you should be financially supporting your baby boy while he's with your parents?
Hello.
I do, but at the same time,
But-
y'all doing it for Christy. Why can't you do it for me?
Well, and you think that's right?
That had nothing to do with that.
I mean, it's only fair.
So because
Life is
they
not
have
fair.
your sister's children, they should take in a new baby?
I only had 2 of my own kids.
Well, you gonna do
Now
whatever
I
you
have
want to
3.
do.
I honestly think that it's only fair.
How? Make sense of that.
Fair?
Mrs. Paul.
I'm
Mrs.
trying.
Paul.
I'm actually trying.
Hold on 1 second, Miss Paul. Mrs. Paul, you are asking some great questions, but they should come from me, okay?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm
Just,
sorry, Your
just
Honor.
give me a minute.
Okay.
Just give me a minute. I understand the frustration. You all are grandparents. I remember correctly, Mr. Paul retired,
Yes, ma'am.
and you all have inherited a newborn baby. So I can definitely understand the frustration. But
yes,
just
ma'am.
give me a moment to get your daughter's side of the story here, okay?
Okay, yeah, because I should be living my best life right now.
You say that, baby.
Traveling, seeing the world.
I do not necessarily
They act
disagree
broke.
with
They
that.
always act broke. It's crazy.
Whether they act like they have money or broke, the point is that they have raised you and your sister. They should not be raising you and your sister's children.
Yes, ma'am. I hear that, but I'm actually trying. I graduated high school.
Congratulations.
I'm in residency school.
Congratulations.
And Christy, on the other hand,
We're not talking about
Who
her.
knows what
Excuse
she's
me.
doing in-
Excuse me. We're not talking about
Okay.
Christy. We're here to talk about you. Let's not put any blame or anything on her. First of all, she's not here to defend herself.
Right.
Secondly, we're talking about a newborn baby here that belongs to you.
This is a perfect example of why some people just shouldn't have children. She gets pregnant and then decides she doesn't want to take care of her kids. Completely irresponsible. Sure, it's not entirely her fault that she ended up in this situation, but at the end of the day, you've got to choose wisely when it comes to who and how you're sleeping with. However, the drama doesn't stop here.
Yes, ma'am.
Congratulations for graduating high school, being in school,
A year later.
but you're a parent now.
I'm there.
You're a parent now. And that's where I come in to make sure that you financially take care of this child.
Thank you.
Especially
understand.
since the child doesn't live with you.
Exactly.
And
I
hasn't
understand.
lived. She only kept him for a week.
A week, Your Honor.
Miss Paul, is that true?
Well, I have to get back to school.
So the answer is yes.
I'm out here trying to save lives. I mean, yes, but
But you're not trying to save your own baby's life?
Exactly.
What make that make sense?
when I have the time, I see him.
When? When's
Yeah,
the last
when?
time you came and seen
I was
him?
just there last week.
After
for
what, a
5
month?
minutes?
That's besides the point. I will make time.
How is
if
that
I
beside
need
the
to.
point?
This is their first time bringing up the time situation to me. So when it becomes a problem and they let me know, then I will make time.
Okay.
It's-
But it's your baby. This is a baby. A 6-month-old needs a lot more time, attention,
Exactly.
feeding,
I don't have that.
diaper
That's why
change.
I gave him. Well,
Gave?
I'm,
Well, you didn't give him. You
Gave?
left.
well, that's why he's with you all, because you all have time.
We don't have
You're
time.
retired. You have nothing but time.
We want to travel.
And live.
Well, take him with y'all.
Miss
He's
Paul,
6
Miss Paul,
months
Miss Paul,
old.
Miss Paul.
Yes, ma'am.
Your parents came in here not to waste my time.
Thank you.
You obviously, with everything you're saying, is wasting my time because it's making 0 sense. 0. Do you
Who's
know
the
how
daddy
many
anyway?
parents have gone to school? Excuse me,
can't
I'm
speak
talking to
on
you. Address me.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Do you know how many parents have gone to school and have raised minor children? It happens every day, every single day. So you're not doing anything that's special. But since you're choosing this route, then your parents have to do what they have to do and make sure that you're at least financially supporting these children. Now, how much is it that you're making?
I make about 48,000 a year. Here they go.
They didn't even know you were making this kind of money?
I mean,
Answer the
not the one
question.
signing my
It's a
check.
yes or a no.
No.
You didn't tell your parents you're making this kind of money.
So now we find out she's been hiding how much money she's actually making. Classic move for someone trying to dodge paying child support. But seriously, imagine pulling in $45,000 a year and still claiming you can't provide for even one child. That's beyond irresponsible. It's downright shameful. The excuses just keep piling up.
Let me move over to your parents for 1 second.
This little selfish little girl of ours. Oh my Lord.
What is this about? What type of relationship do you all have?
Well, we thought it was pretty good, but evidently it's worse off than I thought. I mean, we raised her to be a better person, but evidently she went off track somehow. But
Probably that year she went astray. That
probably,
year and a half.
yeah.
Okay.
She went astray for a year and a half
But
when
you're-
she was 16.
What I want to know is who's the father? I mean, what is the father doing? I mean,
You know, that is a good question,
I
Mr.
mean-
Paul. Where is this child's father?
Do you even know who
Probably
he
in
is?
Hawaii with his wife or something.
What?
Oh,
I mean,
Why?
he's married?
I said it was a mistake. I said it was a mistake.
oh,
Okay. Now
Don't call
it's
him
making
a
sense
mistake.
now.
Call what you did was a mistake, but the
Exactly.
baby is not a mistake.
Exactly.
Okay.
The only
Well, the mistake
boy
led
in the
to
family.
the baby, so kind of all sound like a mistake to me.
Okay,
But-
well, you know what? I'm not going to mistake these child support numbers once I give them to you, okay?
Oh, so now we find out she's been hiding how much money she's actually making. Classic move for someone trying to dodge paying child support. But seriously, imagine pulling in $45,000 a year and still claiming you can't provide for even one child. That's beyond irresponsible. It's downright shameful. The excuses just keep piling up.
This is ridiculous. You left that baby with your parents, do not provide any financial support, and then have the audacity not even to tell your parents how much money you're making. That's just wrong.
I didn't even think that I had to tell them how much money comes into
No.
my
No,
account.
ma'am. No, ma'am.
Really?
You're wrong. And I'm not going to sit up here and play like you're not. I'm telling you to your face, you're wrong. So, net is $3,356.08. Who can, never mind. How much is health insurance for this baby?
Which?
It's like 250.
250, yeah, 250.
For the baby alone?
Yes.
Okay, all right. All right, so we're also gonna make you reimburse health insurance of $250.
Excuse me?
That did you not hear me? You want me to say it a little louder? It's $250 for a health insurance reimbursement. Okay? Plus your child support obligation of $671.
Yes.
That brings monthly child support to $921.
Okay, well, if I gotta pay that, I'm not coming around like.
And you know what?
You're either gonna get
And
child
you know
support or
what?
time.
I missed something because your parents asked for back pay.
Hello.
Back
They
pay.
asked for back pay since the baby has been living with them. That comes out to $5,526, and I'm going to have you reimburse that at $100 a month.
Thank you.
That $921 plus an additional $100 comes out to $1,021 that you're going to be paying your parents every month.